Prabhupada ki. Maybe I should come on this side. I can't see everywhere. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So thank you very much for coming to ISKCON Nakuru. And on behalf of ISKCON Nakuru, we would like to thank everyone who is present here. Amongst us, we have devotees from Nairobi. Hari Bol. We have devotees from India. Hari Bol. We have devotees from New York.
Hari Bol.
And we have devotees from New Jersey.
Hari Bol.
So we would like to welcome and honor with great respect His Grace Madana-gopāla Prabhu, who is originally born in Kenya and he lives in America. He is one of our spiritual mentors, our spiritual teachers, and he is looking over 5 temples in America. And he has come to Kenya today and he is traveling to Nakuru, and tomorrow he'll be in Eldridge to give his wisdom. So let us, with great honor and respect, we chant one time while he comes on stage here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. His Grace Madana-gopāla Prabhu ki.
Jai.
You're so tall from the back, your head. He's right. You have to sit.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Srila Prabhupada ki. Go grande. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. I want to thank first of all Govind Prem Prabhu for your kind introductions. My brother, my dearest friend, my dear devotees, our dear respected guests, and a beloved spiritual family of Nakuru. I offer my humble obeisance to every one of you. It's a real blessing to be here in this amazing place. Nakuru is not an ordinary town. It is not simply another city in Kenya. It is a spiritually electrified landmark in ISKCON's global history. Because Srila Prabhupada himself spent 3 full days here in 1971. Wherever Srila Prabhupada went, the atmosphere transformed. Turn this down. Just turn down the volume of this. His footsteps sanctified the earth. His presence charged the air. His glance, just his mere glance, awakened dormant devotion in the hearts of those he met. And this is a fact. And when a pure devotee stays somewhere, for even a moment, that place becomes a permanent spiritual tirtha. But here in Nakuru, Srila Prabhupada stayed not just for a moment, he stayed 3 full days. He walked these streets. He spoke here in that hall, in the hall in the town. And he left his indelible spiritual vibration. That vibration still rests here like gold beneath the soil. This town still carries the echo of his voice, the imprint of his strong determination, and the seed of his vision. So it is our sacred responsibility here, as his followers, to uncover that vibration, that gold, and to amplify it, and to fuel it with our own devotion. So that Nakuru becomes a shining star, the center of Krishna consciousness in Africa that Prabhupada envisioned. He wanted it here. And in this city, blessed by Prabhupada's presence, I also feel a profound gratitude for one devotee in particular, Her Grace Mansi Ganga Mataji, Haribol, who leads the center with grace, with deep intelligence, deep wisdom, and motherly affection. When I was 14 years old in Nairobi, confused and searching, she became my guide. Yes. She gave me my first bead bag, my first Bhagavad Gita, my earliest Srimad Bhagavatam readings. Week after week, she fed my soul like a mother feeds a hungry child. But what I discovered some time later, like years later, it shook me deeply. Something about her. Because Krishna's arrangement for my spiritual life started long before I ever met her. Let me share that story with you. Okay, it's a personal story, bear with me, but it's really more about her. So it was January, and my family and I were returning. Family and I returning from our yearly pilgrimage to India. And at that age, I was going through a phase of what I proudly called enthusiastic atheism. I had discovered Darwinism, biology, evolution, and I declared to myself and to others that science had replaced the need for God. Yeah. It's that age, the kids do that. So on our flight from Bombay to Nairobi, it was called Bombay back then. From Bombay to Nairobi, I sat next to my grandma. She was a deeply devout worshipper of Lord Shiva. She was, so somewhere over the Arabian Sea, the aircraft started shaking violently. People started screaming in the plane. Overhead bins, some of them opened, some luggage fell out. It was really quite freaky. And the plane dropped sharply and filled the fear with cabin. With this, what they call cabin fear. But my grandmother, She was sitting peacefully, just chanting her mantras on her japa beads. Her calmness in the midst of this terror shattered the arrogance of my atheistic bravado. It reminded me of the famous saying, there are no atheists in foxholes. A foxhole is a trench where soldiers, they dig and the bullets are flying overhead. In the face of death, even the most staunch atheist prays to God. That moment in the plane was my foxhole. The plane turned around and made an emergency landing in Bombay. Now the airline arranged an airport near the hotel near the airport, and that hotel was directly across from the ISKCON temple, Juhu. So then one of my uncles lived in Bombay. He said, let's go. Flight is delayed. Let's go see the temple. So we all went. The moment I stepped inside, my life changed completely. The awe-inspiring beauty of Radha Ras Bihari, the majestic presence of Srila Prabhupada's Murti, sound of Kirtan, everything is striking me like lightning. It was amazing. The fragrance of the flowers. A book distributor asked me, hey, what's your favorite subject in school? I proudly said, science. So then he put in my hand, Life Comes from Life, and he also gave me Back to God a magazine. Now on the flight back, I devoured that book completely. And he broke my intellectual arrogance and awakened my yearning for the truth. If you can't beat this divine person, you have to join them. And his arguments were so strong. So when we reached Nairobi, I begged my parents, please take me to ISKCON temple here in Nairobi every Sunday. And that is where I met Her Grace Mansi Ganga Mataji, who personally nourished my early devotion with incredible patience and care. Now here's an astonishing twist. Something I only learned many years later. Mansi Ganga Mataji was on that exact same flight. The same flight that shook my atheism. The same flight that emergency landed. The same flight that stranded us in Bombay. The same flight whose delay brought me to ISKCON Juhu. The same flight that led me to Life Comes from Life. The same flight that planted my seed of devotion. She was there, a spiritual mother placed by Krishna's subtle hand, long before I knew who she was. When she revealed this years later to me, it hit me with overwhelming force. It's like Krishna whispering to me, from the beginning, I have been guiding you. So standing here today in this sacred soil of Nakuru, touched by Srila Prabhupada in front of the devotee who unknowingly shared that divine flight that changed my destiny, it fills my heart with gratitude and awe. And all of this brings us to this topic of today. An interesting topic. Long-term consistency always beats short-term intensity. It was Krishna's consistent patience guidance, not sudden emotional bursts, that shaped my spiritual life. So let us explore this through the scriptures a little bit. In the Bhagavad Gita, in the 6th chapter, Krishna says in verse 24, one should engage in the practice of yoga with determination. One should control the mind through steady practice. So 2 words in the script in that particular verse. Nishchayena. Nishchaya means determined, firm determination. And the other one is abhyasa yogena, which is steady, regulated practice. So nishchaya and abhyasa yogena. Krishna is clear. Spiritual success does not come from occasional bursts of inspiration. Those are nice when they come. But that's not the key. It comes from daily discipline, long-term effort, and steady habits. In all of life, we see this truth. Everything. A musician improves, not by practicing 1 month, all day and night, but daily rehearsal, month after month. Married relationships. A marriage thrives not from grand romantic gestures, but from daily care, daily thoughtfulness, daily effort, daily tolerance. A career, those of you are career people, grows not from occasional hard work, but from consistent discipline. So Srila Prabhupada, he emphasized with great clarity. He said, chant this Hare Krishna mantra, 16 rounds minimum, daily. That is your life. He wrote this in a letter. So not occasionally, not only when inspired, not only when it feel like it, not only when it's convenient, every day. This is consistency, this is real strength. Now our anchor verse for today is a very famous verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd canto. It says, Akama sarvakamo va moksha kama udaradhi tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. So Srila Prabhupada, he translates, he says, Tivrena means worship the Supreme Lord with intense devotion. Tivra, you might have heard the word Tivra. Tivra means intense, focused. Now in his lecture on this verse, Prabhupada clarifies. He says, Tivrena means with great determination without stopping. Normally we think Tivrena means one burst and then it's over. And then maybe another burst. No, great determination without stopping. That means consistent. So Tivra Bhakti is not emotional outburst or spiritual fireworks. It is not dramatic for 2 days and then exhausted on the third. It is daily, steady, unbroken devotion. So this echoes Rupa Goswami's teachings in the Nectar of Instruction, verse number 3. He gives lists of things that are guaranteed to make your spiritual life successful. Among that list, it says Utsaha, Nishchaya, and Dhairya. Utsaha means enthusiasm, Nishchaya means determination, and Dhairya means patience. This is Tivrena Bhakti. Consistency is the real intensity, you see. Utsaha may seem like, okay, just for a little while you're very enthusiastic. No. Prabhupada also, in his translation of Utsaha, when he's explaining in the purport, he said Utsaha means intelligence, you apply your intelligence and combine it with consistent effort. And normally we don't think of Utsaha as intelligent. Utsaha is like, yes, we get excited. You put your intelligence aside sometimes with enthusiasm. No, but here is you apply your intelligence with consistent effort. So, Prabhupada also told us about the Dhairya. Dhairya means what? Patience. He said, don't be impatient. Krishna consciousness is a gradual process. You know, a creeper grows underground before it becomes visible. A lot of underground growth happens. You see, you think like nothing is going on. So bhakti grows in the heart long before others notice it. Don't think, oh, why doesn't people notice? Why am I not feeling anything? Why I don't see the visibility, the visible effects of it? I'm doing it day after day, but the roots are growing. See? So, impatience kills spiritual growth. You have to do it whether you feel like it or not. Why? It's time-tested, it's proven, it requires discipline. Anything in the world requires that. If you apply it in Krishna consciousness, you will see it works consistently. Impatience kills the spiritual growth. Patience protects your spiritual growth. So to practice patience is to trust Krishna's timing. Krishna has his own time scale. We have to have trust. Another word for trust is faith, Shraddha. Shraddha Shabde Vishwasa Kohe Shuddh Dृढ़ Nishchay. Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Krita Hoy. This is in Chaitanya Charitamrita. The definition of Shraddha. Shraddha Shabde. The word Shraddha. Vishwasa Kohe. Strong trust. Trust in what? Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Krita Hoy. If you perform Krishna consciousness, if you perform Krishna Bhakti, then everything else gets taken care of. You'll not be bereft of the happiness that comes from every other aspect of life. You will not. You'll actually be happier in everything, and you'll be successful in everything. But that trust requires a little bit of patience. Shraddha. Shraddha is a very valuable gem. It's a jewel. Srila Prabhupada himself was a perfect example of consistency, determination, and patience. If you want a living example, just look at Prabhupada's life. His inspiration is still living. The heart of his teaching is still beating. As long as we keep reading and we keep following, Srila Prabhupada will always be there. That Juhu temple in Mumbai, it's one of the star temples of the world, the pride of Srila Prabhupada. That temple was not built through just miracles. It was built through relentless consistency in the face of all odds. Prabhupada faced legal warfare, deception, thugs, goons, violence, financial strain, all kinds of intimidation. Yet he said what? It will take time. He said, it will take time. Krishna, he's telling his disciples, Krishna wants to see how determined you are. In other words, Krishna is intentionally not making it easy. So when you see Krishna is making things difficult, then you know you have to step up on your determination and remember Prabhupada's example. He says, Krishna wants to see how determined you are. And when you actually step up and show that you're actually interested in serving Krishna, then you have made your point and Krishna comes rushing to finish the rest. Look at Juhu today. Unbelievable. So successful. Hundreds of thousands of people visited. It is the place to be on Janmashtami. All the celebrities in the world, at least in that area of India, want to have their photo taken with Radha Ras Bihari on Janmashtami. The ISKCON Juhu Facebook page has more followers than Amitabh Bachchan and all the other celebrities combined. Amazing. It's huge, Radha Ras Bihari. But that happened why? Because of Prabhupada's consistency, determination. He protected his mission through steady determination, not emotional outbursts of intensity. Going back further, in New York, the beginnings of New York, he was alone. He was penniless. He had really no money. He was unknown. He didn't even know people. His routine was simple. He said, I simply sat and chanted. That is all. He had a little bongo. He didn't have a mridanga, nice one. He had a half a mridanga with one head, and he would hit it. That's all he had. And he went in Tompkins Square Park in New York City, and he'd sit on the lawn. He sat on the grass, and would chant Hare Krishna, Hare on the bongo very nicely, with so much determination. He said, Krishna, you come. I've come here. Somehow you brought me here to this ridiculous place. I'm just going to chant. Because what else can I do? I have faith in your holy name. At the age of 70, in a completely unknown place with nobody knows him, he knows nobody. He's chanting Hare Krishna on the lawn. And then as in the middle of chanting, someone taps him on the shoulder. New York's finest, they call them. The police. Oh, excuse me, sir. Can't sit on the lawn. Huh? You cannot sit on the lawn. He stood up and he sat on the concrete and he continued chanting. Amazing. This is the heart of consistency. Not glamour, not drama, quiet, steady effort. Look at his daily life. We have very clear records and videos and so much evidence of the miracle of his day. And he would travel a lot. His daily consistency was superhuman. He translated daily. He chanted his rounds daily. He preached daily. He met with guests daily. He traveled constantly. He never wasted even a moment. And he never compromised his discipline. He'd go for a walk daily too. And he would chant. And even when he was talking with guests, and he had so many things to do, the guest would say he's talking so relaxed. Like he has all the time in the world for me. He made everybody feel so special, real special. But he showed the example of consistency. He embodied this Tivrena Bhakti Yogena through consistent daily practice. What about all of us? What can we start doing? Prabhupada said, chant Hare Krishna. There is no loss, only gain. So we should all chant Hare Krishna. Chanting is a central pillar of devotional consistency because it steadies the mind. Try it. It does work. It purifies the heart. It builds discipline. It makes you stronger. And it deepens identity. It actually makes you smarter because it builds discipline. I was once in a car with His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj on the way to the airport in Nairobi. And he's saying, I was just a kid. And he's saying, oh, are you chanting your rounds? I had my beat back. Yes, Maharaj. How are you doing in your school, in grades? I said, very good. What did rank you coming? He said, I came rank first. Oh, good. If you chant, you'll keep your good record. Actually, the fact is that before I started chanting, I wasn't getting good grades. But when I started chanting, reading Prabhupada's books, first my parents thought, oh, he's going to get even worse now. Hardly struggling in school, and now he's going to spending 6 hours a day sometimes reading Prabhupada's books. So when are you going to do his homework? But then within one semester, after one term of doing that, I went from like 13th rank to first rank. And my parents were like, wow, what's going on here? Somehow it's Krishna's mercy. And it's consistent. It works. If you give your heart to Krishna, Krishna reciprocates. If you try to understand Prabhupada's books and wrestle with the concepts and lift the weights of the philosophy, then this other schoolwork is like nothing. It's like feathers. Because you've trained your mind to think clearly, like Prabhupada explains things. And then you apply that same sense of logic and clarity in other things. It's nothing. It's a joke. That's how it works. And then when you sit up straight and you chant, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That discipline gets ingrained in your subconsciousness. Anything you do with focus and intensity. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything else. You can't be sloppy in one thing and be perfect in another. It doesn't work like that. If you do one thing nicely, you'll do everything nicely because your body aligns that way. So chant with discipline, diligence. The rewards are infinite. So chanting is not always sweet. Some days it's a battle. But showing up for Krishna, even when the mind is resisting it, that's the essence of Tivra Bhakti. See? So what are some practical things we could do? Chant at a fixed time. Chant in a sacred space. Some clean space, some corner of the house, or maybe a nice park. Whatever works, something nice and peaceful. Keep the phone away. Finish chanting early, like before breakfast. Try to finish most of your rounds. And treat each round, not just each round, each mantra as a personal meeting with Krishna. He's here. He's here to talk to you. Chant at a fixed time. Chant in a sacred place. Keep the phone away. Finish early. And treat each round as a meeting with Krishna. Is that audible? Yes. So daily chanting reshapes the consciousness. Slowly, silently. Like I was saying, strong marriages are not built on one romantic weekend, but daily acts of care. Just show that you care. That's all that matters. Children learn devotion not from lectures, although you guys should listen to this lecture, okay? But by watching consistent habits. Children very rarely listen to what you have to say, but they watch carefully what you do. Temples grow not just from grand festivals, but from steady volunteers who come regularly, consistently, every day, every week. You become a devotee through repeated choices, choosing Krishna again and again. Every day you choose, today Krishna, I choose you. Today Krishna, I choose to be a devotee. It's a choice. Very famous philosopher said, it is not your abilities, Harry, that make you who you are. It is your choices. Do you know who said that? Albus Dumbledore. All right. It's not your abilities who make you who you are. It is your choices. You may have the ability to be a great devotee, but if you choose not to be a devotee, that's useless. You have to choose. You see. Trust in Krishna. Krishna reciprocates with steady devotees. He takes personal charge of those who practice consistently. So our spiritual life is like Chinese bamboo. Have you seen that? It's the strongest bamboo, Chinese bamboo. You plant it, you water it every day. For 5 years, nothing happens. 5 years. But during those years, the roots become deep and strong. And then suddenly in one season, it shoots up 80 feet. In one season. So your chanting, your service, your patience, these are building roots. Don't think nothing is happening. When you're sitting inside an airplane and it's flying 30,000, 40,000 feet high, it may feel like it's not going anywhere. It's like, why is it so slowly? Like even the clouds are like, look at the moon, it's not even, like you don't see anything moving. If that plane was close to the ground, they move at 700 miles an hour. It'll be so scary. That's how fast it's actually moving. But because it's so high, we don't think anything is happening. The force is so strong, we have no idea. I don't feel any force in my back. I can walk around and go to the bathroom, but you're moving so fast. Just because you don't feel it doesn't mean nothing is happening. Eventually the plane will land. Instead of New York, you are now in Nairobi. Amazing. Wow. So, you're chanting. Don't give it up. And if you're not chanting, start. It is so powerful. You don't have to understand why it works. You don't have to. You don't have to understand how it works. Like you don't need to know how the plane works. You just need to get on the plane. You see, chant Hare Krishna. We are building roots. And when the bamboo starts appearing, you'll be amazed. And your heart will be filled with so much joy and your eyes will be filled with tears of happiness. You won't even be able to hold it back. And life will finally have meaning. You'll have a purpose-driven life. Otherwise, what's the use? And today in Nakuru, a place sanctified by Srila Prabhupada's personal presence. I'm sitting right here before Mansi Ganga Mataji, who unknowingly sat in the same divine flight that brought me to Krishna. Krishna arranges everything perfectly. He sees every consistent effort. So let us embrace this Tivrena Bhakti Yogena. Intense, thorough consistency, steady through patience, strong through daily devotion. The mercy of devotees is infinite. There's so many examples. Dhruva Maharaj, little boy, he's very intense. But it wasn't one day of intense anger. It was guided intensity and consistency. It was guided by his spiritual master Narad Muni, who told him, yes, good, but worship Krishna. Yeah, I know, my mom told me to worship Narayan. But where do I find him? Then Narad Muni gave him some guidance, and he consistently applied his meditation, and he met Krishna. So consistent intensity. Intensity also needed. You can't do consistency but do it half-heartedly. You have to do your full effort. Prabhupada said, some devotees just chanting 1 or 2 rounds and then moved out, and then they moved and joined some other group or formed their own group or something. And then Prabhupada's disciples asking him, Prabhupada, these devotees, they came and now they're just chanting, sometimes just 2 rounds, 4 rounds. And out of 4, they choose 1 or 2 regular principles they feel like following. 2 out of 4 is good enough for them. What's going to happen to them? Prabhupada said, you cannot cook with smoke. You can argue that where there's smoke, there's fire. Right? Smoke is there means fire must be there. So you put the smoke there, and you put a big pot of rice and dal which is not cooked yet, and water, and you wait. You'll not get any khichdi. Even for days you'll not, because the smoke is there. Huh? No, you need a minimum temperature. You need to have some blazing fire for it to work. Similarly, to make progress in spiritual life, we have to have some minimum threshold of activation energy to get things moving. So tivrata is needed. Take up Krishna consciousness with intensity. You'll see Krishna's reciprocation. And it's consistent. Story of Mrigari the hunter, completely transformed. He was a hunter, he loved torturing animals. And when Narad Muni came and gave him some guidance in Krishna consciousness, he threw away his bow, he broke it. He said, no more torturing animals, I'll chant Hare Krishna. And he became a great devotee. Valmiki, prior to becoming the great author of Ramayana, he was also a criminal. He was a killer, murderer. So bad was his sin, he couldn't even chant the name of Rama. His Guru Narad Muni came and told him, chant Ram is a beautiful name. He tried, he couldn't say it. Now what can I do? Okay, what do you know? I know how to kill. Okay, fine. Then when you kill, what do you say? Ye to mara. This guy dead. Nice. Okay, good. Say mara all day long. But say it continuously, consistently, and intensely, with feeling. Mara. It became Ram. And he got purified by the string of maras. As Krishna is so kind, he gives you credit for even sounding like a devotee, even sounding like the holy name, he gives you credit. So Krishna is incredibly kind. And if we try to show Krishna that we are really interested in him, Krishna gives us all kinds of guidance. Who was Dhruva's guru? Who was Mrigari's guru? Who was Valmiki's guru? Same, Narad Muni. Narad Muni is our guru too. He's at the head of our sampradaya. Everything we know is from Narad Muni. Everything comes down. Narad Pancharatra, all the offerings that we do is based on his teachings. Narad Bhakti Sutra contains all the essence of all Bhakti philosophy. Our whole foundation of philosophy is based on him. The Bhagavatam is full of Narad Muni stories. So we take that lineage of Narad Muni, we offer respects to it, we absorb the teachings, apply consistency in our life, we'll be happy. So we embrace this Tivra Bhakti with our hearts today through consistency, through respect, steadiness, through patience, and make it strong through daily devotion. And if you have any questions at all, turn to Srila Prabhupada's books. They're all there, the answers. All the answers are there. And if you need clarification, come here to this temple. The devotees here can give you some guidance, can give you some direction, practical tips. And in bonus, you get prasadam, which is also a form of devotion, upliftment. In ISKCON, in Krishna consciousness, nothing but joy. That's a fact. We just learn to tap into it. See? And see if you can help in this process. You help yourself, help the movement in whatever way you can. Krishna sees your effort. Krishna sees your consistency. The only thing we need to prove to Krishna is one thing, that you're interested in Krishna. But he has had enough of these fake promises. That's why you want to show consistent No, I'm here for you today. Okay. All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that you're interested. Tuesday. Oh, you're here again. Yes, Krishna, I'm here again. All right, little better. I still don't trust you. Wednesday, I'm here, Krishna. Ah, cool. Imagine you keep doing that again and again. You'll convince Krishna you're interested in him. Because all these trillions of life, we've tried to convince ourselves to be selfish. And we've told Krishna, without saying it, that I'm not interested in you. We have to turn our lives around. Krishna, no more of that nonsense. I'm interested in you because I know happiness is not there, it's only with you. So with consistency, let us take up Krishna consciousness and surrender to the process. Is joy from the beginning to the end. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much for your kind attention and your valuable time. You came here on Wednesday and arranged such a beautiful program. I want to thank all the devotees again. Govinda Prem Prabhu, Mansi Ganga Mataji, and the entire Nakuru crew. I want to thank all of you guests who came here in the middle of the week like this. And I want to thank the devotees who came from outside foreign countries who came along with us. Thank all of you. Hare Krishna. And especially I want to thank the lovely children who look like angels here and they're singing so beautifully. Thank you. Give yourself a lot of applause. Little children. Hare Krishna.
His Grace Madana-gopāla प्रभु की तो मैं थोड़ा सा हिंदू में बोल दूंगा, हिंदी में. मेरा इतना हिंदी इतना अच्छा नहीं है, लेकिन जैसे हम लोग ने सुना, कृष्ण प्रेम मिलना है तो कृष्ण भक्ति में डूबना चाहिए. और कैसे डूबेंगे? जब भी हम लोग कंसिस्टेंट है. तो कंसिस्टेंट किस चीज से चालू होता है? चालू होता है मंत्र जप से. तो सब लोग साथ में जप करो हम लोग के साथ. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. His Grace Madana-gopāla प्रभु की.
Hare Krishna. I'll just repeat one more time. Thank you very much, all the way from States, to give us his association, and everyone else from the States, Nairobi, no one from Kisumu, Eldred. We also have, besides Madana-gopāla Prabhu being here, where's Adya? We have a little girl here. She's saying I'm turning 6, although she's turning 5, right, Deepika? But she's saying she's telling me I'm turning 6. She did her birthday last time also in the temple. And the brother Adi here, Adi and Adya. So it's Adya's birthday, and that's why we are also celebrating two things together, Madana-gopāla Prabhu and Adya. She wants to go and bathe with the deities. So now we are moving into the temple room to celebrate her birthday, a small short one, and then followed by Prashad. Thank you very much again. All the Nakuru Walas who work, then they go home, take shower. Adya, you don't want to come and get blessings?
Come
Yeah?
on stage.
Yeah.
Come.
So, yeah, come up. Yeah.
Come up the
Go
stairs,
up. Go up.
हरि बोल.
Happy birthday.
Say a big loud Hare Krishna for everyone.
Hare Krishna.
No, the whole mantra.
Hare Krishna.
She knows.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Haribol! She knows the Nashinga prayer also, yeah? Her teacher is Diana. Haribol, come, we cut the cake now, yeah? Thank you again, everyone, for being here.